Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Yes, we are starting this video in, the garage. So, as you guys can see, we're in the garage. What we're doing today though is really quick. I'm going to take these pair of snips right here and I'm going to cut up this here fluorescent light cover plastic shield thing. I don't know whatever you call that. It's like a fluorescent light thing that goes up in the ceiling, and I'm going to use it to create a temporary fish tank lid for the once was a reef tank, but now is, as you guys know, the predator saltwater big fish tank. So that is what we need to do today because I've already had both the gobies that we got back at Mark's Ark. Yeah, both of those have jumped out already. Thank God. We haven't had anything else jump out, so we have to make sure nothing else actually does jump out, so we have to get these lids cut up and sized up, and then maybe for the middle one, that's usually where I always feed from, I might split that one in the middle or in like 1/4 of the front is cut up, so I can pick that piece up, move it, dump the food in, and then set it back on there, so I'm not having to move the lights and having to move everything. So that might just be what we're doing right now. And then on top of that, we are waiting on a package to show up. When that package shows up, I will get you guys and I will show that to you and build it. Yeah, it's a house for the cat. So I don't, long story, I don't know what to tell you. Either way, let's cut this thing. Alrighty everybody, well, as you can see, we got the middle one cut out. It actually worked out pretty good. So the sheet I got is, I don't know how big it was, probably 3 feet by 4 feet maybe or something. And it turned out that these two are the outsides, and then this one's the middle, and it was actually just a smidge short, so it actually turned out pretty good. So I think when they're laying across the tank, it will leave me about a 3-4 inch gap to feed. So yes, there is that opportunity for the fish to jump out in that exact spot. The odds for that happening, I feel like, are pretty slim. It's a lot better than having 3 big, wide open, gaping holes. So all right, well, I test fitted them a little bit just to see, just so I can finish cutting them for you guys, so I don't go back and forth, back and forth. So they should be good, but let's go inside, make sure they fit properly, make sure we can get wires through them. If we have to trim them up, we can, but I think we should be good. Boom, and just like that, these lids are perfectly fit. So look at that, we have no issue, they don't wiggle, they flex a little bit, but the light is being supported by the brace of the tank. We have this little gap right here, which I'll probably still move this piece when I go to feed, because from down here where I stand, this is eye level for you guys, I can't see the lids. So that's one good thing about them, is you don't see lids. So if anyone's thinking about doing it, that is another benefit if you like that seamless look. But this one flexes a lot more because there's no like support on this front end. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see after I feed a few times. I may cut this back a little bit so I can just remove this front piece and then put it back on. That way it's easier for me to be able to feed and not have any issues of dumping food on here. Then it stinks and it smells and that's just no fun. This one over here, same thing. Little bit of wiggle room, fits really well. Cords come right through it. These cords obviously are the lights, so they go out the back. Wave maker on the side, doing really well out that way as well. So this is a little update on the tank for you guys as well. You can see Mr. Danzel's doing good. Old Puffy's doing pretty good. He hasn't eaten yet, so that's the only thing I'm a little concerned about, but he started to move around a little bit more, not sitting on the ground as much, but he explores the rocks at night. Seems to be his little fun thing. And there's Ras is doing good. The snapper's hiding from me as well back there, just because he, well, I was scaring him with moving lids around and stuff, but as you can see, they come out and greet me once they are all not scared. But either way, that was a little update on the tank for you guys. We got a shipment for a box. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Of course it's a box. Everything comes in a box when it's shipped. Either way, it is a cat house. So not sure if it's gonna work. If not, we got a plan B. I know someone else who will enjoy this house just as much as Pepper might, so we have to test her out. Oh, there's Mr. Charlie, he's coming out. The house isn't for Charlie, but he can check it out too. So let's go ahead, and I threw it together last night, so I'll show you guys me building it, and then I'll kind of give you guys a little rundown of what it's like, how I have it set up for my personal decision, and then we'll bring it in here and see if the cats or Charlie enjoy it. Voila, check this baby out. Isn't this thing sick? So it's got little, I don't know what you call these little, I don't want to call them dividers, but it's like a wind blocker, and it also would trap heat in there as well, or maybe it'll be cooler in there as well. In the summertime, it hinges up. There is this hinge here that you can mount here, but I personally didn't want to mount it yet, but I figured, you know what, let me screw it in. That way I have it, and it's easy that way, just in case I ever want to use it. But I think for right now, I'm probably not going to use it, so it's just easy. Hinge up, hinge down. It has a little overhang here. It is the same people who brought us our beautiful chicken coop, which our chickens have not laid eggs yet either. But I will leave this guy linked down in the description below. Go check it out. If you want one, buy it. The things are great. They last really good outside, and they're super quick and easy to build. I mean, this thing took me like 15 minutes at the most. Super, super easy. I will show you guys this cool little feature inside here. These open right up. So if you want to take these out, clean these off, or anything like that, you can. That is all an option for you. And this side comes out as well. Just this is the finger hole that then releases the whole thing. Has little vent holes in the back there, as you guys can see, little 3 holes, so not anything trapped in there. Has these little rubber feet, so it doesn't skid that easy, or it doesn't mark up your nice floors in your home. So that is our house. So we're gonna take this baby inside, see how the dog likes it. One, I don't think Charlie can fit in it. He could probably stick his head in there and see what's going on. That's about it. But both cats, we'll let them test it out. And then worst comes to worst, they're not too enthusiastic about it. My brain's been turning, and I think I have another idea just in case. But let's check it out. Let's see how the cats and the dog like it before we jump into possible plan B. Hi, Charlie. What's up, buddy? I know it's kind of scary. Here, come here. I want to show you something. I got it all set up for you. I know it's not really designed for you. Come check this out. Come here. Look, what's that? What's that? Come here. A little scary? Come on. Come check it out. Come here, look. What is it? What is that? No, a little scary? Well, if anyone's curious, Charlie has some form of ADHD. This is why he's freaking. But he's usually not very excited when we put new things in the house. So I figured I'd show him before we, yeah, there you go, scratch that booty. Before we show the cats, that way he doesn't freak out at all. But he, as you can see, he's freaking as it is. I think he wants to go outside and run it off, but he's not a fan of the house. Granted, you don't fit in it, Charlie, so that's a good thing that you're not a fan of it. So, all right, now we need the cat. I got the cat. I got one cat. Caroline's got the other cat. Here's the other cat. Check it out, Pepper. Oh, come here. No, Abby. Abby's not very, what? Are you serious? What? Who's she hissing at? Abby, oh, she's hissing at Pepper. I thought she was hissing at me. Well, you don't have much of a choice, do you? Yeah, I know. You're gonna like this, I promise. I know. Come on, come out of the chair. There we go. Come here. Yep, I know. This one also doesn't like being held. Okay, here, check it out. There you go. Look, go in. You like boxes and stuff. This is like the same thing. Oh, there you go. No, what? Oh, there we go. Let's try that out. Oh, see, there you go. I didn't expect that. Apparently she likes it more as a scratching post than being inside it. I'm not sure where oh, here's the other one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there you go. You got it. All right, we're just forcing Pepper to go on it. She's gonna have to figure it out. These cats are probably gonna beat themselves real quick. Oh yeah, they're fighting. They're pissed right now. So if anyone's curious, Pepper was a street cat at one point. So I think she just wants to play with Abby, but Abby isn't good at making friends, so she just makes that face. They don't fight. It's a lot of noise, not a lot of action. I don't know. Pepper, you gonna check it out too? You gonna scratch it like your sister, or are you just gonna stare at me? You really gonna have to make me do plan B, huh? You guys aren't grateful for this nice gift you were sent? What? And voila, look at this nice juicy board here. So what I did here, and I still haven't explained plan B to you guys yet because, well, let me just explain what I did to you first here. We built here, this is what is going to be a ramp that will go, basically it will fasten to there and it will be like that. But I put some paint with some special anti-slip type of texture on top of it, and it should be nice and grippy. And you're probably wondering, well, why is it grippy? Why are you outside? And that's because our man, Spike right there, our nice red-footed tortoise. As you guys know, he has a shell issue, I guess if you want to call it that. So if anyone's curious, that's why he looks the way he does. But his name is Spike. He is about 10 years old, and because of his shell problem that he was born with, he ends up just being a little smaller than the rest of everybody. So he is kind of the runt of the litter, and we've been well, as long as I've had him since he was a hatchling. I think a piece of the eggshell was stuck to his shell, and they sold him as just a defective tortoise. They didn't know how long he would live or how great his life would be, but as you can see, his life is great. So this is his current house. It is just a little lean-to type of design with a little garden paver. So that is who plan B is going to be for. So we are going to be taking this house, which is rated for indoor outdoor. As you guys can see, this is this thing right here, the little house, and then boom, there's the chicken coop. So as you guys can see, they are the exact same company, color, everything. So you can match any of your animals. So for me, it's going to match great. As you can see, this is the color of the house as well, nice and gray. So it should fit right here nicely, and I will be able to come up and lift up here, check him out, and we also will be adding a heating pad in here for when it gets cool out. I thought about if it is cool out, well then I can put some hay or something in there, some straw down for him. That way that will at least help keep him warm. But I have to make sure that if he eats the straw, it won't kill him. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pick up this, move that brick, place the house there, attach the ramp to it, and see how Spike likes it. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, this is now Spike's new ramp. He goes right up it and into here. I think what I might do is I might trim these about a ½ inch, just because as you guys can see, they hit right there. Oh, he's going in for the test out. Go on, buddy, get up in there. Here, let's make sure you fit in the doorway here, pal. Go check it out. So he barely fits through the doorway right now. I guess if he grows any more, or when he grows more, we may either have to cut this down a little bit, or I guess at that point, just get him a new house. But this is kind of what it looks like when you stand back, ignore the water bowl and the screw gun there. But that's kind of where I'm going to put it. Originally, I thought about facing it like this, but I figured, you know what, kind of like that better, just because, well, one, it looks better from a aesthetic, but it's a little easier to get to, and it still allows me to kind of walk through here. Because if I had it this way, then I'd have to either step over the whole thing or walk all the way around. And this is just easier to deal with him, because then I can just walk right over. I'll show you guys like this. Just come out of the door, walk on over, say, hey Spike, how you doing? And then put her back down. That's about it. So he's over there eating the screw gun now. That's fine. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and you will see more of our fun ideas here. You take a cat rabbit hutch thing and turn it into a nice tortoise house. I'm gonna have to sit out here, kind of watch him, check him out on this ramp, see how he does, make sure he can grip real well. But as you guys can see, it's not that big of an incline there. And I could have chopped the legs on it a little bit to lower it to the ground and then not use the ramp, but I wanted to keep it off the ground. One, I will save the wood and add a lot more longevity to it. And the feet have those little rubber non-skid little feet on them, so those won't get rotted either. So I figured, you know what, let's just add a ramp to it. It already has the nice little shield there that'll keep heat, wind, bugs for the most part out of his face as well. It'll keep him nice and closed in. He'll have good ventilation. He's just got to figure out that that's his new spot. So hopefully that won't take too long and we don't have to train him too much. But again, before I end this video, I do want to say huge shout out to Aivituvin for sending me this hutch, as well as that chicken coop over there. Shout out to them for that. Hopefully soon we will get another fun animal. Who is calling me right now? Oh, it's Dad. All right, well, I guess I'll answer that. I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.